I'm here. I'm sorry. I know I left you at I know I left you guys at the not financial advice screen for a little bit too long. And I also started late. Forgive me. I've been up since like 4 a.m. Texas time. Woke up, looked at the alarm clock, couldn't go back to sleep. Cheers to everybody this morning. NASDAQ is at all-time freaking highs here. Look at this. Look at this run right now. All-time highs on the NASDAQ. 30,367. Went all the way up to 30,372. 79s are the all-time highs on the NASDAQ. We are basically there right now. Basically there. Ugh. Gotta drink sludge coffee to wake up this morning. Look, here's the SPY. SPY up to 750. Here's the S&P 500. It's up to 75.95. You know what's moving up this morning is gold. We don't really have any news today, guys. I mean, I know y'all are looking for me to report all the big breaking news and all that shit. All that stuff. I'm sorry. We're trying to keep it family friendly here. But we are up to 45,062 in gold GC futures this morning. John, we need you 100% today. No excuses. Bro, you get about 30%, John, today, and you're just going to have to deal with it. You're just going to have to deal with it. Britt's not here today. Britt didn't feel good, bro. Britt didn't feel good. Did you guys have a great day yesterday? I made some money yesterday, you know. I'm sorry, Classic Carno. You're putting in requests. I get it, dude. I get it, man. What's up, Max, Kaltenberg, Sam, Stuff, Matthew, my dad's account, J, Yee, other J, Britt, Big Slum, Corey, Checkerboard, Surin, Daily, Zero, G-Man, Arcane, Goodwith, Robert, Edson, Tom, Deckers, Kava, Mad About Airsoft. I get it. Laj, Nar, Ava, Keith, Disciplined, Lee, Doc, Straight, Womble, Michelle, STT, Jackal, Eco, Kaltenberg. Did I say that already? Yeah, what's up, guys? Look at the markets today, man. Oil falling here. Oil falling. I guess the big news this morning is probably going to be... Is it going to be Dell news, man? Look at Dell, bro. Look at Dell. Dell is flying higher here. Had an amazing earnings call. It is ripping up this morning big. Interesting. What's up, Chan? Early John gets the worm, I guess, bro. But like, you know when you wake up and like you wake up, you go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, you know, and then your brain is like, John, don't think about anything. Just go back to sleep. But then because you tell your brain to do that, your brain naturally wants to do the other thing and think about all this other stuff. And then you're like, then you're like, I'm awake now. Shit. What do I do? That was me last night, bro. That was me last night. Or really this morning. That was me 2 hours ago. Couldn't go back to sleep. But we're here, guys. We're here. I should have started the stream early. I thought about it. I should have started the stream early. Oil at 87.30s. 87.30s. President said buy Dell. And yeah, now Dell's flying higher. Trump owns ServiceNow. I wonder how hard sellers will push this 361 cell Delta. AMD. I don't know if it's cortisol. I guess it is cortisol. What did you eat last night? What did I eat last night? I ate steak. Steak, coconut shrimp, mashed potatoes, broccoli, and some other stuff. But we're going to trade this. It kind of looks like a decent morning to trade considering NASDAQ is back to all-time highs here. Are we going to break it again? I might buy this dip right now. Like, I might buy this dip right now, guys. Let's see. I'm kind of interested in buying this dip right here. Let's see. SoFi is flying. Dude, I hope my SoFi position can come back, bro. I am green on the day. My average price is 23s. in SoFi. I'm hoping that thing comes back, dude. I believe it can. John is going to end up streaming at 3 a.m. in a few months, table littered with cigarettes and Red Bull. What do you mean, bro? That might be my table already, brother. That might be my table already, dude. Y'all can't see this table right now. Y'all don't know what this table looks like, you know? Yeah, it's kind of mad. I'm kind of mad about it, dude. Like, I got stuff I gotta do today. I got family coming over. Like, my dad's coming in town. I just got stuff I gotta do. And so, I'm gonna have to take a midday nap today, guys. A midday nap. Look at the NASDAQ, though. We are gonna trade this morning. Is this American greed buying this dip right now? Is this greed here? You know? You know what? I think I'm gonna do it. We got a really nice cushion in this account already. I think I'm just gonna, you know. I will trade American greed here. There's definitely not enough meat on this move for me to take it, but it's 3 contracts. Okay, what time is it? It is 6:30 my time, 7:30 market time. I'm doing it anyway. We don't really have any big news. Again, news is kind of light for once. No economic data. Not really any Fed speakers. We had one speaking earlier. Oh, man. American greed right here, dude. Bitcoin. So we get Bitcoin all the way down to, I mean, it's still at like 73s. It's all right. Yeah. Hey, here's Bitcoin right here. So Bitcoin's doing okay. I mean, oh wait, Bitcoin actually just had a pretty big red candle. It's doing all right. You know, it's at 73.5s. Is oil spiking now and NASDAQ falling? Do we have news coming out? No, not really. Oil's at 87.40s. It has, I mean, it's not really moving. Had a really good May. No need to fumble it on the last day of the month. Bitcoin's still sleeping. Man, Bitcoin's been in the 70s for months now. This is such a little trade here, but I don't hate where it is. If it breaks down under 45, I'm cutting this thing, though. It's such a little trade this morning, but... yeah. See y'all in 1 month when Bitcoin is 60K again. Did you see Robinhood? No, I didn't. What happened with Robinhood? Explain it to me. Robinhood at 85s right now. 85s. Beta G while I was asleep. Hey, nice, man. Y'all are red or green in May. This is the last trading day of the month except for Sunday. Maybe we'll stream Sunday. But are y'all red or green in May so far? Dell and Trump. Trump makes the market. Kind of. Market's slow today, though. We don't really have any big breaking news. So we're just trading futures this morning. I'm going to sell this probably immediately here. And just wait. I don't want to fumble it. It is a Friday, guys. It is a Friday, so just be careful today. Be careful today. Look at that drop, though. Is this a catalyst-driven drop? Or are we just back in the high-volume node of the volume profile here? Or one of... not really the high-volume node, but... higher volume than we were up here. This is really the high-volume area, right around the volume-weighted average price, but still. Bitcoin just tumbled too pretty quickly here. Is this catalyst-driven? I don't see anything. Could just be... US FDA grants breakthrough therapy designation for Merck's drug. Like losing my SPY short. Blue goes boom. Green, green. A third. This market is crazy. What happened with Dell? Dell is wild. You are about to sell your SoFi shares today? Are you saying that's good or bad? Yeah, I cut this right, like just in the right amount of time. Because we continued falling down after I got out. Bitcoin visiting 72s today? Maybe. Maybe it does. One more contract? Dude, I'm not adding anymore. We just kind of turned a little bit. Is oil spiking up? No. Oil's kind of following us down almost here. What about gold? Anybody trying to buy gold right here? What about gold? Hey, what's up, Sarge? Thank you, brother. I'm only buying memes as a hedge against my Bitcoin. What's up, Rob? Good morning, my fellow degenerate traders. Good morning. Here's the 200 exponential. I mean, we could bounce right here, but like I said, my strategy is very simple. I get in small. Like, I get in small. And then add to it if it goes in my favor. If it doesn't go in my favor, we got small losses. Ugh. Bro, I swear, I'm going to run out of coffee and have to go refill this. And then I'm going to be pissed because I'm not going to be able to take a nap today, which I need to do. I got stuff I got to do later. I don't feel like running on low IQ John. No sleep, low IQ John all day. I'm going to need to at least get an hour or two in here. Problem is, if I drink too much of this coffee, that might not happen. Again, gold at 45.50s here. Gold's pulling back too, though, man. But where's Nvidia at this morning? Nvidia 215s. Nvidia's looking a little bit stronger than it did yesterday or the day before. Nvidia was at 210s yesterday morning. What else we got here today? I need hyper music here today, guys. I really do. I need like hyped up music today. I might put it. I'm not gonna put on techno. That's a little bit too much. Entered Palantir yesterday. A bunch of people bought Virgin Galactic thinking of SpaceX. SPCE, you mean? I remember SPCE stock. Look at the NASDAQ turn here, though, bro. I don't see any news. I don't see anything. I see Ukraine claims it struck Russia's Volgograd refinery. That's it. Nothing else. Nvidia's pulling back some. I might buy this dip here, though. All right, we have 6 contracts here. Let's see if we can get a move up to the 200 exponential. Maybe today's not the day I should be trading a lot. Y'all see this? No, y'all can't. Okay. I'm gonna give it a second to bounce here, see if it goes back up. Maybe I should wait for the VWAP. I'm trying to see if there's a reason for this turnaround this morning. Where's MU at? I don't know why my P&L thing's not showing up either. Oh, there it is. All right, guys. Look, I'm almost green here. I'm going to let this sit for a second. I'm almost green. I'll let it work. Yo, yell at me if it starts to turn too much the other way. As it's doing kind of right now. There we go. I got the P&L thing working, dude. I don't know why that keeps going away. See, oil's starting to jump up too here, man. Britt's not coming to stream today. He's not feeling good. He didn't feel good yesterday, if y'all couldn't tell. Last night I read said they didn't send a peace agreement. Yeah, I mean, look, they're gonna deny it regardless of whether it's true or not. Both sides are kind of going back and forth. All right, I gotta sell this now. Ridiculous double top. Oil back up to 87.5s. Nah, I'm not gonna wake him up. John, are you going against the trend? I mean, I don't know, man. The trend... It depends on which trend we're talking about. I mean, I think this is the trend right now, really. You know? It's not a huge upward trend, but it's an upward trend. I think I maybe got in a little bit too early. I should have bought here if I was going to buy. Like, right around where we're at now. So, it's alright. We're still up, you know, a lot in this account. We're probably down, what? 100 or 200 on the day. We made like 400 or 500 yesterday. Day before we made like, I can't remember how much, but we made a bunch the last few days. I don't want to give it all back. We'll see if we can get some small wins in and take some trades later on today. We'll see how that goes. Is the trend your friend? Yeah, dude, like I said, I didn't get enough sleep. I took some of my biggest losses this month, Alex says, but made the losses and gained a lot more in return. Hey. It's always good. Optimism, brother. Optimism, man. Oil's still ripping up, though. I don't know what... Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Waiting for a bigger fall on the 15-minute. You can pull that trend back to 10. Yeah, it happens. It really does. It happens. What kind of music is this, bro? Is this the kind of music I need right now? What is this? Listen to this. I didn't get enough sleep. I'd hold one contract. Yeah, honestly, I think I just got it a little bit early on the trend. I mean, we're at all-time highs now. Can we really be bearish here? You know, like we went right up to $5 or $6, $7 away from all-time highs and then rejected here. I don't hate my little trade, but maybe it was a little bit greedy with it. I just can't give up the gains I've made over the last week or two on this account. You know. How high would the market go before massive dip? Will today be a red or green day? Let me do a poll here. Will today be a red or green day? Last night's broccoli. Did you know broccoli is not a real vegetable? See, I think I was just a little bit early here. I think we bounced at the high volume area of the volume profile. It's just a little bit early. Just a little bit. And that's okay. Broccoli is man-made. It's a vegetable, but it's man-made. You know? Conspiracy. Yeah, I should have said broccoli's not a vegetable. Like I said, I'm running on like literally like 4 hours of sleep, guys. 4 hours of sleep. You heard it here first. Broccoli, not a vegetable. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Dude, give me some broccoli and cheese and I'll eat it. All right. Throw some cheese on it. I'll eat it. Well, they're all wild cabbage. Chevron says he would. Chevron CEO says he would not be paying tolls for the Strait of Hormuz. He expects more pipelines to be built to bypass the strait if necessary. All right. I see broccoli heads walking around my gym every day, bro. Listen, this is the question I have for a millennial here. Here's my question. This is a genuine question I have for this modern generation. Where the hell did sideburns go? Bro, nobody's got any type of sideburns at all, dude. It's just blank right there. Every time I look at a 20-year-old kid, no sideburns. Were they like, you know what? We just don't like sideburns. Let's just get rid of them right now. Let's just get rid of sideburns. They're not a thing anymore. They never existed. They're gone forever. Because that's what it seems like. Everywhere I look, nobody's got sideburns anymore. I'm not talking about like 70s, Elvis sideburns either. I'm talking about just any type of sideburn. Even people with beards don't have sideburns half the time, bro. And I know what y'all are thinking. Like, John, you're old, dude. You're just not cool. I get it. I really do. I get it. I am old. But what happened to sideburns here, chat? See, my long was right. I would have made money on my long here. I would have made money. It was an upward. It really is kind of a sideways trend. But that's all right. We're moving up to all-time highs again. Yeah, I'm unk with sideburns too right now. Even though I have a beard, like the fact that I even have sideburns on my beard is probably like, I'm not cool, you know. Sideburns will come back with bell bottoms. Yeah, maybe. End of the month, take profit day. It's going to be a red day. Yeah, looking at our poll, 56% are green, 44% are red. Look at this move, though. I was right, guys. I was right. I just too early, man. I think I longed right around here. So, maybe too big a size out the gate. We did bounce right here at the previous closing price on the NASDAQ. We're now reapproaching all-time highs, if you see this. So we're getting close to all-time highs. Alright, guys. Nothing is going on. I know you guys like watching me for breaking news. But nothing is going on right now. It's the last day of the month. It's Friday. You know. Y'all ain't got no job. Next week we have the payroll report. And we might not have jobs in that either. What's Amazon doing with the rocket? Yeah, I mean, look at Amazon here. The big story is Dell. They killed it with their earnings. They had like a amazing earnings call. And look at Dell. Like, all I see on Twitter right now is, or X, you know. I don't know why they changed it to X. Look at my X page. I don't like saying that. But look at Dell. All I see on X right now is, dude, you know, you're getting a Dell or something. Which I know they're old just because they remember that. You got to be at least 30. At least 30, 35 if you remember the dude I got a Dell commercials in the early 2000s. But Dell, guys, 425s right now. 425s, big moves. Yeah. Jobless claims were higher than expected yesterday. They came in at 215,000. Honestly, I'm kind of wanting to buy gold here. Gold has had a couple really red days. You know what? Hold on. Hold on. Hey, thank you, Paul's Garage, for the subscribe, my friend. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you. Today's going to be a little different of a stream for me. Like I said, I'm running on no sleep. We don't have any breaking news. Not really. But we're here. NASDAQ bounced right there at 30,300s. Like, we're getting back up to all-time highs. This is a take profit account right here. We got it up to 4K in profit. This is a 100,000 take profit. SoFi is helping my account today. SoFi is green. May and July, November, on average, the best months of the year for the S&P. Gold, I want to buy it, but waiting for a nice pullback. Yeah, gold doesn't look too bad right now. I need a dip, too. The VWAP, we bounced off the VWAP 2 times in the last... this morning, basically. But... So I don't know if I trust the VWAP bounce again. If we pull back to like 45.60 on gold, I might buy that. Yeah, I mean, this is an eval, so... What I'm looking for is all-time highs here, which are right... All-time highs are right here. So I think being so close to all-time highs here, and this wasn't... we didn't break it out yet today. And so I think being so close to this all-time high level is just going to give it a little sway. With an eval, I can kind of just swing for the fences. I switched to an eval here on this one just because I'm probably trading a little bit too. I didn't get enough sleep last night, man. Gold, I want to buy it, but waiting. We are here for your wisdom and knowledge, young John. Let's wash. Heavy duty. Options are on the extended hours. Gonna be so fun. Boomers are rejoicing. Why? How old are you guys? Let me ask this question. You know, I was thinking about this the other day. How old are you guys? I'm assuming a lot of you guys are my age. Hey, good morning. What are your thoughts on Snow or any company that goes up 30% in one day? Depends on why. You know, Snow had a really good earnings quarter. And I mean, if you also look at Snow, it's been getting hammered too prior to this earnings, right? Like Snow was at, in November of 2025, Snow was at like 280s. And so Snow going up to 240s is not like a crazy thing considering how much it's down in the last few months. Software's been getting hit, you know, we've had the software slump and all that stuff. And so it depends on why it's down. It depends on why it's down. So I ask people how old they are. Man, we got a lot of answers. Hold on. Because Adele, 27, 40, 39, 56, 50, 31, 49, 32, 30s, 37, 40 something, 42, 46, 35, 37, 35, 33, 42, a young 42, 39, 37, 35, 49. Older than you, 35 and counting, 49, 39, 40, 19, 26. Joining you at the geriatric train. Hey, join me, brother. I'm here. 64, 31, 12, 56, 12. Get out of here, bro. Do your homework, kid. I'm as old as you're sounding. 48. Gamma squeeze today. 100. Hey, bro, you're looking good for 100, dude. Lots of millennials. Yeah, I'm getting eaten in the chat, guys. Yell at me today, dude. I didn't get enough sleep. I will be a degenerate with no sleep. There's 2 times in my life where I am a degenerate trader. All right, there's 2 times. All right. One of them is when I don't get enough sleep, which is today. The other time is the rest of the time as well. You know. So there's 2 times where I'm a degenerate trader. If I don't get any sleep, or when I do get enough sleep. So yell at me today, guys. I deserve it. Happy Friday to you as well. $56. Bro, we got a lot of older people here. I guess that's why we talk. I mean, look, no offense. I just said that. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean it. I'm old too. I am old as well today, guys. I'm with you here, you know? I'm not cool either. I get it. But maybe we talk about economics and trading so much, we just got older people in here, you know? My people. That's what I'm saying. You're a young buck, John? I know, dude. I know. Yeah, no, I didn't either, cute bum man. I'm like, damn, dude. What about the third time when you get too much sleep? Dude, that never happens, bro. Never. Too much sleep? Dude, I don't even know what that is. I really don't know what that is. Even when I try to sleep in on the weekend, I'm up for like 8 o'clock. Doesn't matter how much sleep I got. 7 a.m., 8 a.m., I'm up. I could hear all the bottles of prescription pills rattling as they walk. Yeah, happy B-Day, whoever's birthday it is. Soon to be dust. Frankie, my guy. I'm still a sperm. Hey. I knew you were. Early morning show. Go Tigers, yes sir. Go Tigers, Cash. I mean, this is an Astro shirt, just to clarify. Like, this is an Astro shirt. But still, Bitcoin's still falling. News just dropped apparently here. Something just happened. Hold on. We do have some news today, guys. We do have some news. Oh. Hold on, let me check Truth Social here. Let me check Truth Social. Hold on. Alright, not that. I'm assuming this is news, no? Oil just spiked up. Look at oil right here. Yeah, look at the volume spike in oil. Something just happened. I don't know what it is, but something just happened. Iran's Tasnim says text of the MOU with the US has changed in recent days. Alright, so that is what's going on. Iran's Tasnim says text of the MOU with the United States has changed in recent days. Which is not good, apparently. That's not good, they say. But that is what just happened here. Tasnim says text of the MOU has changed over the last few days. I'll put it up on screen. You can see it on screen to the left of me now. But you can see it right here. Text of the MOU with the United States has changed in recent days. I'm seeing if we get any other information on this. But like, that's what just happened here. Some type of news just dropped. Oil spiked. NASDAQ. It wasn't a crazy amount of movement, but we got something. Yeah, US-Iran text is not finalized yet, and the account in Western media is not precise. Bro, weren't we hearing from Iran that the text was close to being finalized? Like, weren't they the ones saying it was done? And then the US came out and were like, nah, that's not happening over the last 3 days. This is what I'm saying, that neither side is telling the truth here. And this is the frustrating thing. Like, neither side is telling the truth. They're both trying to get as much pressure in the media for the other side to bend. Like, that's what's going on here. They're both kind of going back and forth. Yeah, they're both going back and forth. All right, so we did just rebound pretty quickly back up here, though. So we bounced right at the volume weighted average price. But here is, again, the news. It's a compliment the older gen chooses to migrate here, John. Must be doing something we all enjoy. Appreciate your content. Thank you, Gen X. I appreciate it. You know, thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is the news that's moving markets right now. But the markets are honestly getting bought right back up here. We're close to all-time highs. The closer we get, the more I want to buy this. Yeah, we're getting close. Yeah, we just retraced this entire move. I'm looking at other releases here. MOU text in Western media aren't accurate. Text of the MOU with the US has changed in recent days. This market is crazy. It'll spike on war news, which is manipulated and does not budge on inflation jobs. I mean, it budged on inflation. It just went up. It's probably because we had lower than expected in month-over-month inflation data is probably why the market reacted well to it. You know, even if it wasn't as, like, I think after the last PPI report and, like, shit hit the fan from the PPI report, like, markets freaked out. An as or under expected inflation report is optimistic and makes people a little bit more bullish. I think that's what happened with yesterday's PCE report. Even though GDP was 1.6% as well, I think that's just what happened. It was a small reaction. Honestly, it was. It was a big enough reaction, though, in which I could tell some type of catalyst just dropped. Right? So, like, it was a big enough reaction to where I'm like, okay, something happened. Like, something happened. I don't know if I want to buy anything right now. I would be really careful because if they're starting to speak on this, we might get more stuff come out. And so I would just be careful. I would be careful. Yeah, that's the news I'm seeing. Good Earth Moon guy. Or girl. MOU text in Western media aren't accurate. Text of the MOU with the US has changed in recent days. Yeah, you can see the news right here. But markets are kind of numb to it, I guess. They reacted initially probably from algorithms, and then now they're kind of right back up. Buy or sell right now, guys. Buy or sell. Bro, I'm running on looking good, bro. I'm running on 3 hours. Not 3 hours. That's not true. I'm running on like 5.5 hours. That was the market reaction test. More news will come. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. I think we're going to get something. It's one of the reasons I'm slowing my trading down right now. I'm down on the day anyway. What's up, Universal Code? I'm still going to send that to you, brother. I'm still going to send it to you. Like I said. I got to send you and another guy. I'm Team Red, but the stupidity of Wall Street says buy. Always be buying, ABB. Are you long on Gold Max? That's normal sleep when you retire. I wouldn't mind it if I didn't have to get up at 5 a.m. Texas time. You know, like I wouldn't mind it if I didn't have to wake up. If I didn't have to wake up and I had nothing to do, bro, I'd get up in the middle of the night, play video games, do whatever, you know. But I gotta get up at 5 a.m. You need a bucket of... What? The NQs are on an upward trend from 10 p.m. last night. May get selling into the close. Honestly, I think we're gonna test all-time highs again. I'm just worried we're gonna have news coming out that pushes it the other way for it, like before. I think we're close enough to all-time highs in which there's a magnetism with it. But that news makes me a little nervous. Love this channel, bro. Keep it up. Hey, thank you, Sky. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you. Join our Discord, guys. Discord link's in the chat right here. Look, here it is. Join our Discord. Completely free. Doesn't cost anything. Yeah, well, didn't gold originally react negatively to the PCE report yesterday? Yeah. No. Actually, no, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. It makes sense. Like, the market interpreted the PCE report as dovish. Yields fell. Right? So after the PCE inflation report, yields went down. And so that should make gold go up. And so, yeah, you're right. Yeah, less chance of a hike, lower yields, dovish, right? We had German inflation data just drop, 2.6% versus 2.9% expected year over year for May. Month over month, negative 0.2% versus expected 0.1%. So a little more positive here for Germany. Yeah, TLT going up is going to be so bond prices do the opposite of yields. So if like the inflation report made yields go down, bond prices are going to go up. So they're going to rise. So TLT, I think, is long-term bonds. They're going to go up because market's dovish, if that makes sense. But yeah, we had Germany CPI come out. I did hear about that. My wife told me about that, about the rocket. Terrible. Yeah. Yeah, and like, here's Amazon. It was a test in Florida, but I really want to buy this dip. If I do, it's just going to be at an eval. Odds going up. Yeah, next week we actually have a whole bunch of economic data to cover too. Next week we got ISM manufacturing, JOLTS job report, ADP monthly report, ISM services, jobless claims, non-farm payrolls, and unemployment data coming out. There's news on SoFi. They launched a stablecoin on the 27th. They've got to have some recent news though, huh? I don't know, Amazon's not really down that much. Just be careful. I'm watching for breaking news this morning. Hey, what's up, Yuba? Delayed response, I guess. It could be. I don't see any. This looks catalyst driven on SoFi. It's either catalyst driven or it is sympathy movement of some sort in a similar sector or benefiting stock. They launched their SoFi USD stablecoin on the 27th, but that was 2 days ago. So I really don't know what is going on with them here. What's up, Boo Boo? Yeah, if y'all want to watch me YOLO this account, you can watch and make fun. That's fine. Hey, thank you, Alan, for the subscribe, my friend. Thank you, brother. Yeah, Dell's up huge on their earnings report. The Dell is kind of crazy. 420s right now. What's my max loss here on this? Hold on. Bro, you know what I hate? Two-factor authentication. I hate it. Gold is a real strong. Maybe I should have traded gold. Yeah, I dislike two-factor authentication. They put it on stuff that you don't even need it on. You know, like I gotta, you know. It's for your safety. I understand. If it's like some type of super secret thing that I need, like a bank account, sure. But like, if it's super necessary though. Yeah. Ugh. Alright, I'm gonna do another poll here. We got 58% green today. Let me ask somebody, you read a green? It looks like I'm losing on this trade. What's my max loss here though? Huh. 3,000 is my max loss. Yeah, I got an itchy figure today, man. Like I said, I'm running on no sleep. U.S. dollar is getting weak. No, that's just because yields are falling down. Dollar is going to go up when yields go up because people are earning more interest on bonds, and so they have to use the U.S. dollar to buy the bonds. And so when yields go up, the dollar gets stronger, which is kind of like a bearish thing for markets. It's one of the reasons that the dollar can kind of trend against markets sometimes, because the dollar gains strength as interest rates are high. And markets usually react negatively to high interest rates. And like hawkishness in the Fed, unless inflation's high, but it's nuanced. If inflation is low, and let's say like we get something that makes people more optimistic regarding lower rates, the dollar will usually fall because less people are piling into the dollar to buy bonds to take advantage of the high yields because the yields are lower. Does that make sense? So like the dollar and yields have a positive correlation, meaning they parallel each other. So like yields go down, dollar usually goes down. Yields go up, dollar usually goes up, right? And so the dollar getting hammered now is probably just the market getting baked into lower yields. Is that, you know, I hope that makes sense. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. But like, that's what it is. Yeah, I'm definitely trading tired. I'm in Oracle right now. I think Oracle. Yeah, I'm in Oracle. So I mean, yeah, I like it. But I'm in it cheap, right? So I got in Oracle at 166. It's at 211s right now. So yeah, I mean, I'm in Oracle already, but I got a really big cushion on the trade. So yeah, Britt's not here. Yeah, I do swings, long-term investments. Like I said, I'm in Oracle right now, David. Yeah, so I'm in Oracle right now. No, that's absolutely true as well. Yeah, so I mean, I trade too. I invest. I do all that stuff. All right, so the EU is reportedly seeking to, quote, intensify talks with the US on advanced cyber AI models amid Mythos concerns, according to CNBC. Yeah, SoFi is up. I don't really see a reason it's up either. I don't see any breaking news for SoFi. I guess I can check the tape on social media. Yeah, most people are just kind of speculating. They say it's technicals, news brewing. Maybe somebody knows something with SoFi. But I don't really see any catalyst for SoFi that's driving this higher here. You know? Like, I really don't see anything that's pushing this higher. I know I'm almost green, bro. Listen, I'm holding this, dude. I'm holding it. I wonder if SoFi's getting used to the... Yeah, I mean, we got news on that earlier about the Trump account thing. Yeah, it could be Dell. I use Tradeovate. I like Quant Tower as well a lot. So it depends on what we're using it for, but futures I like Tradeovate or Quant Tower. EU's von der Leyen says Hungarian structural reforms are much needed and agreed on robust architecture to ensure Hungary addresses corruption and can unlock European 10 billion for Hungary. So we're looking at that as well. John, where do you think NASDAQ will stop? I don't know, dude. I'm in this trade. We're kind of rejecting at my entry here, which is right around the 200 exponential. I wanted to buy the dip at the 200 EMA. It's honestly looking bearish, though. This looks very bearish. So I'm probably going to start to sell this. This just looks bearish. I think it's kind of a choppy day already anyway, so I might just play a range. SoFi's up, hitting the weekly MACD. And like I said, guys, this is an eval. I switched to an eval. I'm not taking that many. I'm still up 3 grand on it. I need to make another 3. Should I full port this thing, guys? What do you guys think I should do with this? Talk me into something here. If there was ever a day to talk me into something, it's today when I'm running on no sleep. Full send, hold, slow and steady wins. Yeah, bro. I'm trying, dude. I'm trying. Look, I'll put it this way. Today is not the day to copy my trades, bro. It's never the day to copy my trades, but it's definitely not freaking today. All right. Yeah. It's definitely not today. Yeah, I think today could be a whipsaw day. Maybe full port Friday. I don't know. It's not as sludgy coffee as it could be, guys. It's not as bad as it could be, bro. It could be worse, dude. Yeah. That's probably right. Yeah, dude. Ooh. You know, I'm always down for a full port. Yeah, this just looks too bearish to go long. We're kind of eating the optimistic longs for all-time highs like we've been doing. Yeah, I need some exciting music here. I need some energy right now. I might have skipped the song though, but maybe I'll put it on. Hold on. Where's it at? I don't even remember what it's called. Oh, there it is. Oh, the song's on. I feel like this guy's laughing at me because I didn't get enough sleep last night. HUBC, see epic pre-market action. 26-cent stock. It is up a lot, dude. I just don't trade this stuff, bro. Are we at a rave party? Yes, that's what this is, Ron. Obviously, that's what this is. Yeah. Old people put down the volume. which is apparently like 30% of you guys. Alright. This song makes me dance. Drink a Celsius. I'm trying, brother. I'm trying, dude. I'm trying to stay awake, dude. I really am. Alright. It's a good push-up song. This music makes me full port. Honestly, I'm just getting beat up right now. And Marcus, I'm just getting beat up. It's called Legends. I think it's like... What's the name of the guy? Morpheus. Legends by Morpheus. It's Friday night. Oh, you're in Australia. Yeah. I don't know. Look at Dell here, you guys. So here's Dell. Here's SoFi. We got people talking about SoFi. I hope we can break 20s here. Love the music. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think we can go either way, Alex. Alex Emma. I think we go either way. I think we could have news of some type of deal getting done over the weekend, or we could have news of more escalation here. Here's gold. I really am considering gold here. Gold seems okay. It seems relatively stable. I don't know if I'm going to take a trade on it yet. But yeah, I mean, my SoFi position is like 23 average or so. So what was banned? Yeah, for sure, Max. I actually bought some gold. Gold seems interesting. I just need a large enough pullback to get into it, I think, on futures for like a short-term trade. I think I just need like a large enough dip. We don't really have any SoFi news. I checked social media to see what it is, but I don't really see anything. Also, guys, do your boy a favor here, all right? We post a morning news brief every single morning talking about everything going on X.com at Beginner Trades. You know, you can look at stuff like this, see all this stuff going on in markets. Give me a follow at Beginner Trades. Gold just fell. Speaking of gold, oil 87.60s. That full port location you had was money. I know, dude. I should have taken it. Don't talk me into it. Don't talk me into it today. It's not a good day to talk me into it. You know? It's just not. I'm drinking coffee. Look at gold. Speaking of gold, though, like as soon as I talk about buying gold on a pullback, it dips. Ugh. I gotta upgrade my gold contract. What's the current gold contract? Okay, it's what? Q? Right? I need M. I need M. The micro gold. Yeah, it's Q, right? Look at gold dip though as we speak here. Let me see if any news is coming out. Hold on. Gold just pulled back some. Let me see oil. Let's see the NASDAQ. Again, this is an eval, guys. So again, I'm gonna preface this trade with this understanding. Because I'm kind of I'm trading crazy today. I didn't get enough sleep, so they say every hour less than 7 you get your IQ drops by like 10 points. So my IQ's got to be about 3 right now. But we got a little dip in gold. We'll see if it works. All right. Okay. I'm gonna take half of this off. Protect the trade, protect the account, lock it in a little bit, and I will sit on the rest and wait. All right. I'm gonna take another 3 off here. Not a lot, but another like 3. There you go. Okay. I'll take another little piece off here on the bounce, and we'll just hold the rest now. Hey, thank you, Jay, my guy. Thank you, brother. I don't know how much it is. Where's my chat? Hold on. But thank you, my friend. Hey, appreciate the $10, bro. For some coffee. Yeah, I'm going to scale out a lot of this. We'll hold 3 contracts, maybe add back if we go up enough for gold here. But we got the bounce we wanted. I was just looking for a pullback. Just going to need more than coffee. Ah, dude. Again, you want to help support your boy here, check out Lucid. You can use BGT coupon code, get 50% off for 2 times. If you haven't used it yet, you can also, Apex recently updated their model. You can get the base Apex account for like $19 and something. They also have 5-pack bundles now for Apex accounts as well. So you can check out the link in the description, use coupon code BGT and get that discount. We appreciate the love. Thanks so much. Yeah, I mean, we had 20 contracts. We have 3 now, so we've scaled out of most of this already. I'll hold the rest break even here. Let me put a stop loss in before I forget. Wait, where's my stop? What happened? Okay. Wait. Why isn't my stop loss set? Where's my stop loss, bro? Usually it goes on screen. This is adding 3 contracts down here now. What's the setting that you use? Yeah, but the setting's been on. Maybe it's as long as the stop loss is there. Okay. There it is. Okay. Must have just been a different setting I had on my chart. We got it. We're in gold right now. No, I'm not muted. All right, now I'm gonna reset. I don't know what I want. I'm just gonna wait. Yeah, this isn't Lucid. It's not Lucid. This is just Tradeovate. The Lucid is who offers the funded account program. Tradeovate's the platform. Like, you use Tradeovate on most props. Alright, so I have this line right here. I want to see if it adds more at this line. Dude, Lucid's dope, man. I like Lucid a lot. I'm trying to be patient with this. Be positive, Max. Be positive, bro. You guys red or green so far today? Hopefully y'all are doing better than me. News is a little light. Like, we don't have that much going on. South Korea's market rises to fresh record highs, now up 101% in 2026 as AI stocks rip. Green, none. Jamie Dimon states that AI will generate many jobs. Yeah, I mean, we bounced right there, dude. Green, barely green, green because the SoFi mixed green, a small green, red, green. I do better when there's no news. Not me, apparently, today, bro. Like, the last few days, we've had news, and I've kind of piggybacked off of those news releases and made money. And so, like, yesterday, we bought the dip after PC inflation and made money. Today, we don't really have any news, and I'm red. So... Green, nice correction would be nice. Green if this gold trade hits, take profit. Green, red, small green, mixed red. Off rhythm today. Yeah, look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin at 73 right now, 73.2. US good trade balance data just dropped. We had negative 82.4 billion. I hope this doesn't negatively impact my gold trade here. It's not big data, but it is something. So we do have trade goods data. Came in at negative 82.4 billion, which means that we're actually exporting a little bit more than we thought. Canadian GDP also showed up at negative 0.1% month over month for Canada. We do have Chicago PMI today, daily speaking, and more. So green. There's nothing wrong with trading news, just sporadic. Yeah, it's just been a little bit different recently with all the stuff going on, to be honest. It's been a little different. It's not a stop loss. Yeah, that's not a stop loss. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave this up anyway and just manually exit it. Yeah, Dell's crazy. Dell making millionaires. A lot of people are green though. Any reports today? We had the good trades balance report, but it's not really anything that's market moving. Came in at negative 82.4 versus expected negative 87s. So a little bit more exports than expected. The US generally exports less. Obviously, it imports more from other countries like China. And so, you know, we have a super negative goods trade balance, meaning we import a lot more than we export. Now, we're still importing way more than we're exporting. But it came in lower than expected. It came in a little bit more positive for imports than expected, or for exports than expected. So it's still negative, but that's basically what this is. Not a huge report, you know. John, which Apex product did you say was under 20 bucks? If you use my code, you can get the 25K for $19.90. Or if you want to go one-time fee, no activation, you know. No reval, yeah, active for 30 days to expire. Oh, this is a 5-pack. So you get the 5-pack for $17 each if you buy the 5-pack on Apex right now. So $17 each for that base one. Oh my gosh, bro. I swear, dude. News has just been beating me up. Luckily, I made enough on that gold trade to where we still profited from it. But this is some type of news just dropped here, guys. Something just happened. Now, it completely retraced this candle here. But some news just came out. Let's see what it is. Let's see what happened. Unless it's just a really weird downwick candle. I'm assuming this is news. Did oil bounce here? Let's look at oil. Yeah, oil jumped up and the NASDAQ just fell a little bit here. Looks like more potential escalation news. I'm assuming it's news. You never know for sure. But you can see the oil jump. Yeah, look at oil starting to rip up here. Volume spiking up some on oil. It looks catalyst driven, but who knows? Maybe somebody knows something. Maybe markets are getting baked into weirdness over the weekend. No, it's not big enough news. Sabar. I mean, it might be something like that, but if they came out saying that, it would be much worse than this candle. It's something though. You know, like you got to look at the time frame too. It is 8:33 when this news came out, and so that's not really a time any big reports drop. It's something. No action will be taken before the other side acts, according to Galibaf, who is the one of the negotiating members of Iran. Yeah, he said, this is what he said. This is he just tweeted here. All right. He said, "We seize concessions not through dialogue, but with missiles and negotiations. We merely make them understand. We have no trust in guarantees or words. Only actions are the measure. No action will be taken before the other side acts. The winner of any agreement is the one who is better prepared for war from the day after." End quote. Galibaf. Right, that is what just happened. So. Yeah, whatever it is, it made gold fall. Nasdaq dipped a little bit too here on this. Here's the NQ. So that is the news that just came out. Yeah, he said, "We seize concessions not through dialogue, but with missiles." Probably what made people a little nervous. Algorithms interpret it as escalating. Yeah, so look, and this is on news of a potential ceasefire and all that stuff, right? But this is the news. I'll put it up on screen right now. And so that's making oil, gold move. Nasdaq. Yeah, so Secret Squirrel, this is the news that just moved things. Probably sat up all night thinking of that. Yeah, he probably did, bro. He probably did. Oh, it's Friday. I didn't get enough sleep here, man. I could feel it too. I could just feel it. I could feel it. Ugh. But yeah, I mean, this news interrupted my shameless plug here. Again, you can get a 5-pack on Apex now for $85. $17 each for this 25K standard account. If you want an end-of-day option, you can get a 5-pack 25K for $175. Only $35 each. Use my coupon code BGT, get that 5-pack bundle. Over 90% off is what that is. Check it out. Here's the link. I'll put the link up. I'll put it to the top of the chat. Great way to help support your boy here on this channel. And yeah, we'll see what happens today. Still getting some news coming out though. Yeah, there's the link right there. Yeah, I mean, Galibaf's just... I don't even know if he's the head of the negotiating team at this point in time, right? Regarding Galibaf, he, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Iran's top negotiator Galibaf again said, "We seize concessions not through dialogue, but with missiles and negotiations. We merely make them understand." So, honestly, the market's not really moving that much on this. I mean, it was enough to stop me out of my gold position. But, y'all going short now? I'm not shorting anything right now. I don't know if anybody really trusts this stuff anyway. So, Apex no fee. Uh, it's a prop firm. It's a funded account program. It's basically like a middle ground between paper and real money. They give you a demo and they test your skill with the demo. And if you pass the test, they fund you the same amount as the demo with a 90% profit split so that you can get started for much less money. I feel I'm short Apply Digital. Yeah, I'm tired of it too. Yeah, I don't know why SoFi's up. Nobody really knows. Like, SoFi's gapping up today. Nobody really knows why. Sell SoFi. Now's the opportunity to sell. Should I sell SoFi, guys? My average price is 23s. It's at 19s right now. So, like I said, we're down. We're down. Average price is $23.29. I'm going to round it up to $23.30. Should I sell SoFi right now? Well, I know you said that, ET, because you were the first one to say sell SoFi. Software has been rebounding here. Yeah, ServiceNow back up to 118.50s here. They released a stablecoin 2 days ago, but no, you have to let it ride. No, sell, not selling. Don't sell SoFi. It's going to 30. Consumer is weak. Yeah, Dell. Blow out top of me. Yeah, we'll see. All right. I don't know what to do with the NQ here. It's holding at the VWAP though, and it's been holding here. It still looks like a medium-term bearish trend, and we're in the high volume area, the volume profile, right around the point of control. So I got to just lay off here and not mess with this, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do, but unfortunately, you bought the top. I know, I bought the top in SoFi. Like I said, my other positions make me feel better, and I'm still very green on all of these. Not all of them, but like I'm green net for sure. Again, I'm in Target, 86 entry. SoFi, 23 entry. PayPal, 44 entry. We're actually a little green on our PayPal trade. Oracle, I got in at 160s. It's at 210s. Nike, I'm in at 57, so I'm down in Nike. It's at 47s, so we're down like 20%. Microsoft, we're in at 380s. It's at 430s. Coca-Cola, we're in at 60s. It's at 80s. We're down in Home Depot, but not that much. Amazon, we're in at 190s. It's at 270s. Apple, we're in at 250s. It's at 311s, 312s. And then we're holding some other stuff too. But we're doing pretty good in that portfolio right now. All right, NASDAQ's starting to head back up here. Look at the wiggle here. It's not really time for any data here, but NASDAQ's moving up. Unless we get a larger candle, it looks just normal price action, but let me see. Your average is lower than mine. I'm not worried. Nike, nope. Stay away. No more Jordans. What do you mean, no more Jordans? Did I miss some Nike news that I'm not, you know? We're starting to get some strength here in the NASDAQ, though. I just realized I'm just getting chopped out here. All I wear is Nike. I wear Nikes. I like Air Maxes. I like Jordans. I also wear a lot of Hey Dudes. I wear some Vans, too. Like, I wear a mix of all that stuff. Iran's lead negotiator Galibaf stated that concessions are achieved. Yeah, we already knew this. Okay, never mind. News is pretty slow. If anyone is still betting against the U.S. economy, they're getting crushed. Well, I mean, GDP came in at 1.6% versus 2% expected yesterday, Farmer. So, depends on which economy we're talking about in the U.S. Microchip economy, sure. Yeah, I like some Air Maxes. Like I said, I'm a millennial, bro. I wear Air Maxes. I listen to millennial rap still. You know, with a couple, you know. Yeah, I can't even think of the word right now. With a couple outliers. Beautiful day in Baton Rouge. Hey, what's up, Jamie? NASDAQ's coming down here. We're at 30,315s. I have some New Balances. Why are all these AI CEOs buying places outside the US? I mean, maybe tax benefits? 31,000. Let's see if we get 31 today. I'm just waiting for a trend to pick up here. We've gotten into a bunch of losing trades today. And so I'm just trying to take it slow and not gamble on a no sleep day like me today. Beautiful day in Minneapolis. Zoom out. Yeah, I mean, zooming out, we're pretty sideways. I don't want to get stuck in this. Now, I'm going to ask this question again here, because I'm genuinely curious. How old is everybody here? Apparently, there's a lot of millennials in my chat, which I guess, you know, those are my people. So I guess that's right. Gamble with Dell on a 5-minute chart. I'm going to ask it again here. I'm going to ask it again. Look at the range. Look at the range in this chat right now. I'm surprised to see so many 50 pluses in here, bro. I'm genuinely surprised. Hey, Cleo. There's no freaking way. You make a spirit cartoon, there's no freaking way. Stop spamming frequency. Auditor. Gen X. Bro, it looks like it's mostly Gen X, dude. I'm not Gen X either. I'm sorry, guys. I'm cooler than you guys, Gen X. It's the people with money, bro. Does the YouTube have stats that show the demographics of your viewers? Yeah, it looks like most of my viewers are between 26 and 35, I think, is what it says most people are. I'm a millennial too, you know. Working 9 to 5. I'm 36. Scared at the top. If you're in your 60s, brother, you should be scared at the top. Right? There's a couple situations in which you should not be there's a couple situations in which you should not be swinging for the fences. And one of them is if you're in your 60s and you're going to retire imminently. Right? That's a situation where you should be obviously much more risk averse. Nasdaq's heading up here. We bounced right at the volume weighted average price. Right at the volume weighted average price. I guess that makes me your older Gen X, bro. People under 35 do not involve chat. 30, no money. View up again. Look at this NASDAQ push here, though. We're getting some type of movement up. Bro, there's no way we got this many 50s plus people watching me stream. Y'all, what are y'all doing? Y'all are working right now listening to this? Kazakhstan's energy minister with regards to... they're talking about Tenzing oil production. Millennials don't like manual labor? Bro, I've done some manual labor jobs, dude. I've used jackhammers before, you know. I've done a lot of stuff, dude. Painted houses. Freaking... Alright, we're up to 340s. Retired in gambling. Work from home. Full-time engineer. Part-time investor. Smoking a bowl and making $1 out of 15 cents. Yeah, look, Nasdaq's going up here. Is oil dropping? Yeah, oil is falling. Let's look at news here. Let's look at news. Yeah, I don't see any news. So either somebody knows something or something's coming out. The Chevron CEO said this earlier, but not considering paying a toll to move ships through the Strait of Hormuz. Or maybe it was the Exxon one that said it earlier. Every morning before work. $1 off of 15. You're again, as a millennial, that is a rap song quote. I can't remember what song it is, but it's definitely a quote there. So somebody tell me what it is. What's up, Kato? Every day I'll be on a roof doing HVAC in New Orleans. My Louisiana brother. Hey, what's up, dude? Yeah, Master P. Okay, I knew it was, like, I knew the song. Oil dipping down. We're at 87s right now, 87s. Is it Tupac or is it Master P? Or is it both? Sounds more like Master P in my head, but it could be Tupac. You're so zoomed in on the chart, this candles look scary, but it's 0.5. Regardless how scary they look, I'm looking at the correlation between oil. I mean, it's not scary, but it's definitely a volume spike right here in the last 4 minutes, as well as a geopolitical like move up. So we have oil moving down and the NASDAQ moving higher here, is what this is. And the NASDAQ's pretty close to all-time highs. All-time highs are right here, and the NASDAQ, so we're very close. Okay, so look, I hear people arguing about whether it's Master P or Tupac. It's both of them. Alright. Master P actually has a song titled Trying to Make $1 Out of 15 Cents. And then Tupac... yeah, Tupac says it in a song. Which means Tupac said it first. NASDAQ up to 30,340s. And for my older people in here, 50s plus, look, this is your education today. You know? You're welcome. I'm gonna start charging for this. It's gonna be How to Be Cool by John. No, Masterpiece definitely the one I remember. You know, but that's all right. Yeah, I don't see any news. Cool start in the 50s, John. I like some Tool. I like Perfect Circle. I like Volbeat. I like yeah. Unless I'm gonna short tops and buy bottoms here in the Nasdaq, I don't really know what to do right here. Is that 100x? That's roughly what, 9x? I don't know. Buy some silver. I don't know. We're looking stronger. We're getting close to all-time highs again, but I've gotten stuck in this trap numerous times today. I don't know if I'm just waiting for this. I've gotten stuck in this trap a few times already. Short it, man. Nah, bro. I don't know, man. I would take a trade right now, but the problem is we have 9 a.m. coming up. And during 9 a.m., a lot of the time you get this big burst of orders. News of the day. We don't really have any news, brother. I mean, we got Dell going crazy. We have SoFi ripping up after they released a stable coin. We have Galibaf, which is one of Iran's lead negotiators, but I don't know if he's really the lead negotiator anymore, coming out basically saying, I don't trust the U.S. is basically what he's saying, you know? That's basically all the news today. Oil down, although it's starting to move a little bit. NASDAQ close to all-time highs, S&P close to all-time highs. Oil down under 90, and Galibaf saying I don't trust the U.S. Dell stock flying up on good earnings yesterday, and markets are at all-time highs. Yeah, SoFi is up. That's basically the news today. It's kind of slow. We have to take triple witching into consideration soon. When's triple witching? Next Friday? It's the third Friday of the month, right? So it's not today. The next triple witching day is going to be June 19th, which is right around the Fed meeting as well, right? So maybe that'll give us some influence. Yeah, ServiceNow. Third Friday, yeah. Drone stocks have been moving, yeah. I saw that. Excuse me. Jacob Brown, you're a little delayed on the stream, brother. Hit the live button next to the play button. Actually, he'll figure it out. He'll figure it out in about 15 minutes. You're one of us? One of us. One of us. I am. I know. I have sideburns, you know, that's why. I know I'm one of you guys because I have sideburns. Sideburns have disappeared from modern culture. Nobody has sideburns anymore. Even if they have a beard, still no sideburns. All right, here's 9 o'clock. We're wiggling a little bit in the NASDAQ, but nothing crazy here. We're actually moving down some. Let's see the 200 exponentials at 330. 330s. Let's see if it holds, but... the VIX is probably still pretty low. Thanks for giving us quick news updates. Hey, thank you, Bald Man. Appreciate the donation, brother. Yeah, I did, Christopher. Kind of messed up, to be honest. Hey, appreciate the donation, Bald Man. Thank you, brother. We'll see what the opening breaks. Like I said, I'm running on like 4.5 hours of sleep. I know I'm not doing as much education as I normally do. I know I just don't have that spark of just creative intelligence that I normally do, guys. And I just want to put it out there. I'm sorry here. I'm sorry, you know. I'm trying today. Got up at 4 a.m., looked at my clock. My brain said, nope, you're not going back to sleep. And I've been awake since then. A little cranky. Not that bad. Oil's still falling though, man. Listen, I stream every day. Some days y'all are going to catch me in this. That's alright. Try harder. Us old farts need that young man John energy. Alright, NASDAQ jumping here. Look at the NASDAQ jump. What is this? Is this? I don't see news, but the NASDAQ is jumping. John, did you get a good breakfast? I don't really eat breakfast anymore. I try intermittent fasting, so usually I fast until like... I usually fast until like 2. If I train like BJJ or something like that, I might eat like a banana or something, but... Alright, so the NASDAQ is jumping. I don't see any news. China's ByteDance is developing new chips, according to the information. So this news just came out, guys. This news just came out. I don't know if this is what's moving markets. Let me look at NVIDIA. No, NVIDIA's not really moving at all on this. So it's not that. Something else maybe. Could just be a run back up to all-time highs. Oil's fading a little bit too with the volume surge. I think we're just moving to all-time highs again. Yeah, oil's falling, NASDAQ's pushing the highs. Oil dropping still seems to be the only thing that matters as of late. Yeah, I don't see any big breaking news. Let me see. ByteDance's new chip design may eliminate the requirements for high bandwidth memory chips, which face strict U.S. export restrictions to China. They're collaborating with Innostar Semiconductors for memory integration, according to the information. Is oil dropping big? It could just... the volume spike is not indicative of some crazy news release, although oil is falling down, which is true. Y'all can watch me full port this eval account if y'all want. Okay, I'm gonna start actually taking a lot off of this. TikTok owner ByteDance is developing a new chip to run AI models as part of an aggressive expansion of homegrown AI infrastructure. That's the only news I see is oil jumping back up too now. Let's see if it holds. I'm gonna reduce my size a little bit here. We've already made a bunch, so we can hold 15. Tupac was more popular. It goes back to Tupac. Yeah, but I probably listen to... I listen to both. I grew up in South Louisiana, you know, so I would say I listen to both. I actually met Tupac, or not met Tupac. I never met Tupac. I met Master P. I've told the story before. They're both good. Alright, I'm still in this trade here. Hey, I said it was Elton John. Bet it did. Must be using Chat GPT. What's up, Tiny? You missed it, Java. The laughing song already played, brother. It's already out, dude. Laughing song time. Did he make you say, Chef? Yeah, no. Look, we're starting to break down here. I'm still in this. I'm very green on it. I think I'm just going to stay in this position. I've already scaled out. Maybe I'll add more. It's an eval. As long as I don't get hit with some type of bad catalyst here. Like I said, I can full port this thing and not... We'll trade our funded account at the opening bell, but for now, 20 minutes until the open. We can take some risk in this thing. Alright. This guy's laughing at me right here. Might be a little greedy, but maybe we start to get some strength leading into the open and we close good on a Friday. Alright, we break out of this candle, I gotta get out. Alright, we gotta get out. I mean, look, it's an eval. We're already up a bunch on it. And so, bring back your 2022-23 playlist. Yeah, I am trading an eval right now. Oh my gosh, dude. Did I just get faked out here, or is this catalyst driven? Look, like I said, I don't mind full porting this eval. I've had it for a while and I forgot about it completely. American greed right here, guys. Will it let me buy more? Does it? It will. I'm kind of a degenerate with evals, is what I've realized. This is why a lot of the time I'll just go direct to funded and play with those. This is an eval, so they give you a demo, they test your skill with it. You pass the test, they fund you. You fail, you lose what you pay for it. It's a good middle ground of pressure where if you're learning to trade, or if you don't feel like putting up 20 grand, you can learn this way with less risk. It's just less risk, right? Most of the time you guys see me trade my funded account, and we're going to trade that at the opening bell, but we're still actually very green in this account. I think it'll let me take 100 here. Oh, it'll let me take over that. I apologize about my comment about Lucid 2 days back. Yeah, it looks like we're probably going to lose this thing. By opening the site in another browser. Yeah, I think we just got to risk it. Which I'm okay with, like I said. It'll be alright. Bowman just speaks on monetary policy. We got ECB's Redev saying monetary policy should not be about economic defense. China's ByteDance, which is owner of TikTok, is developing new AI chips, apparently. Yeah, again, if you want to join me on one of these and limit your risk, here is a... Apex has that 90% off sale going on right now. Looks like I'm going to lose this thing, though. I don't know how much I'm down on the day, but it's close to the max I can lose on it. Yeah, I mean, I lost thousands when I first got started trading. Oh yeah, you can see the Apex link pinned at the top of the chat. I lost thousands when I first started trading. So, that's how it goes. Yeah, I just lost it. That's alright. Like I said, it's not my funded account. I'd rather trade this on like right now instead of just risking it all on my funded account. So I just want to put this out there here, guys, just to clarify. All right. Before people start saying I suck and all this other stuff. All right. Before that happens. This is my trading in my funded account the last week or two. I don't trade huge in this one. But you can see my accuracy at the bottom. All right. So 64% accuracy, 65% accuracy, 61% accuracy, 75% accuracy, 57% accuracy, 100% accuracy. Today I'm down. Again, this is today. This is why I switched to the eval anyway, because I suck today, bro. I'm just not good. I got much less sleep than I normally do. So, and look at oil pop here, 15 minutes before the opening bell. Today not done, bro. I know, but I'm not gonna. The only thing I'll do in my actual funded account today is I'll trade really small, look to build up small cushion, and if I lose much more, I'm just gonna cut it. So, like here, we're at 87.80s right now. Today's not done. I know, guys. I know. Look, it's all right. I'm okay. Look, I'll be all right. Yeah, Bitcoin's struggling today. Here's oil. Yeah, we could bounce to the 200 exponential. I don't know what we're gonna do here though. I'm trading really light. Yields look better. Yeah, yields are down. Gold has been moving up because it's a non-yielding asset, so as yields go down, gold goes up a lot of the time. But we'll see what we get today. It's Friday. It's choppy. I'm running on no sleep. Gold, it pulled back a little bit. Yeah, it's choppy. It's hard to make money in this. The only thing to really do is short tops and buy bottoms, which I should have already pivoted to, but I'm going to let the open happen. Yeah, it's definitely not as fun of a day today. Thank you for being here with no sleep. I'm trying, guys. I really am, you know. I should have started later, though, in the morning and, like, just slept, but how it goes. You want to help support your friend here, hit that live button next to the play button. And give me a follow on x.com at beginner trades. Yeah, it's Friday, guys. You could be like some of those streamers that sleep on stream. Just look for donations to wake me up. You need AI John to do this? Yeah, I kind of do. No tea, no coffee? Nah, bro, I got coffee. Yeah, I'm drinking coffee. Of course I'm drinking coffee. I'm on 4 hours of sleep, dude. I need coffee. Ugh. Alright. Fed's Paulson says inflation pressures are weighing on the economy and firms have been having a hard time planning for future monetary policy is appropriately positioned at mildly restrictive levels. U.S. is on track to continue modest growth. We also had a military advisor to Iran's leader, Khamenei, warns Iran would launch attacks if a U.S. naval blockade continues beyond a certain time frame. According to Iran International. And so I see that news just drop. I don't know. Yeah, so the U.S.-Iran peace deal apparently includes a $300 billion reconstruction fund for Iran. Per the New York Times, the program is being called an international, quote, investment fund, which the U.S. would facilitate in the final deal. This is after Iran is demanding reparations to end the conflict. Also, ByteDance, which is TikTok's new chip design, may eliminate the requirement for high bandwidth memory chips, which face strict U.S. export restrictions to China. This is why Gen X adopted you. I see that. Again, though, guys, listen. Historically, what happens is that both sides will basically go back and forth like this, even if a deal's almost there. So, markets are pricing in a deal. We're at all-time highs. We're close to it at the opening bell, but we'll give it time. We'll give it time. Me? Java? Austin from the Fed says job market is expected to stay stable. Yeah, gold, if we look at it here. The dip at gold was maybe at the VWAP. Alright, guys, we got 7 minutes until the opening bell. 7 minutes. Yeah, no, we have the market on open data in like 2 minutes. About a minute now, actually. Y'all can probably tell I'm tired. You know? Like, Britt doesn't feel good. He didn't feel good yesterday. So I told him not to worry about streaming today. Bro, I'm tired. I'm not sick, I'm just tired. We are off due to the constant ping pong. Yeah, he just doesn't feel good. I'm not gonna call it yet. I'll trade the open. I've waited this long, bro. I'm not gonna give up 5 minutes before the open. What's the best trading platform? What kind of trading? Futures? I like Quant Tower a lot. I like Trade of 8. This is gold right here. I'll trade gold if it sets up well at the opening, but I gotta wait for the opening now. Market on open day to hit didn't really move markets. Kind of a boring open. Not a lot's going on. I did boosh. Alright guys, opening bell at 4 minutes here, 4 minutes. I like Trade of 8. I like Quant Tower as well. They're both good. It's all subjective though. It's personal preference. Nasdaq is at all-time highs and Bitcoin is not. Yeah, Bitcoin's tough. It depends on if you believe the 4-year cycle or not. Yeah, gold wants rate cuts. That's why gold's up today, is because yields have stabilized some. If you look at 10-year treasury yields, how much time we got to the open? We got 3 minutes. You look at yields going down means people don't want to buy yielding assets as much, and so they buy gold instead. Here's a 5-day chart. You can see how much yields are down in the last few days. And so we're looking at gold, but we'll probably watch the Nasdaq too here. Let me switch back to my funded account. I'm only gonna give myself a very small loss window. We're gonna take it really small. We're back up to almost all-time highs here though on the Nasdaq. CENTCOM says it forced 115 ships to change course since the start of the conflict. Alright guys, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, I appreciate it. Nasdaq getting close to all-time highs again. We actually respected the 200 exponential here heading into the opening bell as well. So like you can see, we moved over it and held. We bounced at the VWAP, bounced at the 200 exponential. And now all-time highs are just right here, guys. And we're starting to make a push towards it now, right before the opening bell. We got about a minute left until the market opens, but you can kind of see this push happening right now. Paulson is speaking. I don't think that's necessarily doing this. I think markets are just antsy to break all-time highs. Space sucks now. Alright, look, we're at all-time highs again. Let's see what the opening bell brings here. We have 45 seconds left. 45 seconds. When do we break all-time lows? Never. All-time lows would be 0. So never. We're never going to 0. Not unless really, really bad things happen. Alright guys, here's the opening bell. We just broke highs of the day. We're really close to all-time highs on the NQ futures contract. 79 is all-time highs right here. We got up to 73.25s right before the opening bell. Opening bell's in 10 minutes. Or 10 seconds. Alright, we just broke all-time highs at the opening bell for the Nasdaq. Look, there's the open. NASDAQ just ripped over all-time highs. 30,400 all-time highs on the NASDAQ. What a boring pre-market that turned into a really pretty significant opening bell here, dude. Look, we just broke all-time highs at the opening bell on NQ futures. Interesting here. Interesting. And then we're pulling back immediately now. Wow. So all-time high break at the opening bell got up to 405s. Just now, 405s. I have to sip my coffee so I can talk about this. I'm really tempted to buy this dip, but it's way too close to the opening bell. We're only about a minute into the open. Part of this, Nvidia is actually fading a little bit. It's red on the day technically now, and that's probably what's dragging the NASDAQ down. We're about 1 minute into the day. I don't see any news that would cause this. Hold on. No, nothing really causing this. I think we're just close to all-time highs here. So we're up to 405s. Four tens. NASDAQ's cracking all-time highs again here. Where's the S&P right now? Gold up. S&P's at all-time highs, or close to it. 95's all-time highs on the S&P futures. Man, NASDAQ is flying here, guys. Wow, look at the NASDAQ go. Not seeing any news. I think it's just opening bell strength coming in. And again, Nvidia is kind of weak here. AMD is flat. MU is a little bit of green on the day. Apple's flying up. Apple's at 314s right now for Apple. So 314s. Microsoft is flying up as well. And I'm in Microsoft. Again, average price in Microsoft is 387s. 387s. We are now at 438s. Look at this move here. Guys, look at this move. I got to wait. I can't trade it. I got to wait at least 2 more minutes to trade this. But what an opening bell. Yeah, what an open here. Interesting open for sure. Maybe we could buy a dip to the previous all-time high level if we get it good enough, but what time is it? I still can't do it technically by my rules. And I think today's the day where, like I said, I'm running on a little sleep. I have to follow my rules. Give myself a tight risk. Elon Musk denies reports of SpaceX lowering its IPO valuation target to at least 1.8 trillion. Alright, let's see if we can buy the dip. Bitcoin's down to 72s. I don't know if it's dying necessarily here, but it's definitely a little sketchy right now. Only 1.8 trillion. Yeah, chump change, bro. You know, we should be embarrassed. I'm gonna buy this dip, 1 contract here. But what time is it? I broke my rules a little bit. But we're taking very small trades today, like I said. We're already red on the day. Don't break all-time highs and then just consolidate for 10 minutes. All right, we took half off there. We'll hold the rest break even now. Like I said, we kind of have to trade like a wimp right now, guys. I'm sorry. Risk management and all. We just got stopped out on the rest. We made money, but we got stopped out on the rest. Could just fake me out and go back up, but we made enough, held it break even on the rest. We could also look at 60s now. Well, previous all-time highs were what? 79s, so like right here. So we're now back under that. We'll see if we pop back over and then hold support, and maybe we'll look for another one. But it's really close to the opening bell, guys. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, it could just fake me out and then rip back up. Another push to all-time highs, maybe. I know I'm trading like a wimp today, guys. I can't help it. Alright, we'll buy this now. Maybe take 2 contracts max here, see if we get a pop. There we go. I'm out. I just want to get out at the top of that range real quick. Oh, we do have Chicago PMI today at 9:45. I forgot about that. Yeah. It'll be alright. Hey, later, Mario. Hey, thanks, brother. Have a good day, dude. We got Chicago PMI at 9:45. That might move stuff. We'll see. I'm going to ask this question again because I asked it earlier. How old is everybody here? We had so many 50-plus people answer that question. So many 50-plus people. I want to see if the people after the opening bell are younger. Like, I might get a scooter if everybody here is over 50. You know. Sorry for asking you. I see some younger people in here. Okay, that's good. What to say? Alright, looks like most people are my age. Or around it. $54 still. It hasn't changed yet? Alright, we're back up to all-time highs here, guys. Back up to all-time highs. Yeah, should I do a poll? Maybe that's a good poll option. I'm in my 30s. I'm guessing we just got a lot of people that are investors, and investors are generally older. I'm at the age now where I might get one at, like, you know, I go to Walmart, I might hop on a scooter, ride that thing around for a little while. Boomers rule, millennials drool. NASDAQ breaking all-time highs again. We're at 434, 435s. Hey, what's up, Sorrel? John's using a filter. He's really 52. Yeah. That's right. NASDAQ still up here. We're at 440s. Yeah, I should have kept a little piece of this. Like I said, I made enough since the opening bell. So, like, we're still doing okay. But yeah. We're not as down as we were earlier. We're still red, but not as red as we were earlier. I'm not green yet. I'm still red. But we're less red, for sure. We have Chicago PMI at 945 as well, guys. We'll see what we get with that. All right, let's end this poll. 57% voted for green on this poll. All right, Nasdaq up to 450s right now. 450s here, man. I should have held a little micro. I should have held a little micro. You know, just a little piece, just a little micro. We're at 450s right now. Yeah, you can vote on the poll now. That was a good idea. We got the poll going. Nevada reports April casino gaming revenue came in at 1.3 billion plus 5.3% year-over-year. Strip revenue at 689.4 million, up 6.6% year-over-year. Nasdaq at all-time highs again here. At all-time highs again. We're at 450s. Hey. All right, we're still breaking all-time highs right now. We got 357s right now, 357s. Kind of a crazy movement. Will this hold? Guys, I don't know. I'm not going to short this, I think. I'm just not one of those guys that shorts all-time highs. I like the big short, too. I want to look cool. I'm just not one of those guys, though. Not usually. I'm not usually shorting all-time highs. No one knows all-time highs till after the fact. I almost clicked sell just now. I would have gone against exactly what I just said. Anybody shorting this? Long or short? Chat, long or short? What do you guys think? Now we got Chicago PMI dropping in about 1 minute and 20 seconds. We'll see what that looks like. Short, long, waiting for the dip, watching definitely too risky. Wait for a correction. Long. Long last day of the month. Short. Long, baby, let's go. Long until later. I'm out now taking my profits and going to bed. I get it, Jay. I get it. Rip to the shorts at the moment. There's a little pullback here, though. I don't hate it. But we could always get a squeeze down here, too, is the problem. I mean, we'll probably keep pushing up to all-time highs. Bubble market. Yeah, there's all-time highs again. Testing it now. Just broke it technically in NQ futures. Where's the actual Nasdaq at? S&P just got up to $7,600 on the S&P, guys. S&P up to over $7,600 right now. Kind of wild here. This is kind of wild movement. Wow. Craziness on a Friday here. My Microsoft and Oracle positions are doing really nice. So is SoFi. SoFi's actually green today too. 100% bubble market, massive scam. What's scammy about it? What do you think is a scam? Wayfair. Huge jump to follow in the coming weeks or months. Yeah, look at the S&P here, guys. S&P up to 7608 right now. News-driven market? I mean, it might be a news-driven market, but all-time highs are all-time highs. Not really any news that came out. We had Chicago PMI come out at 62.7, well above the estimate of 50.3. So manufacturing was stronger than expected for Chicago PMI. Chip rally most hated in history. I don't know. The .com crash was pretty hated too. Yeah, Chicago PMI didn't really move it. It's not one of those big moving things. It did come in way better than expected though. Here's the Chicago PMI print. 62.7. So here's the PMI print right here. Now you can see it right here. That's the print. Yeah, all good, Wayfair. Good luck, dude. Too much winning. Robinhood's blasting. Trillions are being spent on AI. I mean, I do both. I'm a long-term investor and a day trader, so I mean, you can talk about whatever, you know. NASDAQ just broke all-time highs again. Let's see 30.5K, guys. Here's 30.5. We're very close to that. Honestly, the pullbacks are just not big enough. There's some huge rally. Market will get pushed. When are we gonna stop here? We just got up to almost 500s. I can't short this though. It's higher risk reward, but I just can't do it. Software is bouncing back too. We bought a lot of the dips in software companies too, Microsoft specifically. We're in Oracle also. PayPal's actually green on the day. SoFi is green. Stocks all-time highs are only a reflection of printing all-time highs, but should make my hardware biz. Hey, good luck, Boom. 31,000, you think, dude? I don't know. I'm almost tempted to short with how big this rally has been, though. And it is Friday. But I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Yeah, I saw the SoFi stablecoin news earlier. The orb is saying long. Yeah, but the orb is going to be a really extended orb, depending on which time frame you're looking at. Right? Like, if you look at a... Like, this is a pretty big opening range. If you're playing a 20-minute orb, you know. That's a big orb. So, like, my point is, by the time it breaks that range, it's going to be kind of extended on the upside. Does that make sense? I mean, we did get into the low volume area of the profile, which markets move quickly. But regardless, it's kind of a tricky slope. I'm not going to short all-time highs. I'm just not going to do it. I might buy a dip, but it'd have to be a decent dip here. Still going up. I'm not going to bet against this. Maybe look at 500 here for a rejection, but I'm not taking that. Not enough Yeah, I'm just not taking it. Yeah, Apex has their 90+% off sale going on. You could buy a bundle of 5 and get it for like, what, like $17 each or something like that on Apex right now. What is it? You buy this 5-pack, you can get the end of day drawdown 25k, 5 of them for 175 bucks, which is $35 each. You do the intraday, it's $17 each if you use my code. Shameless plug. I make money from them, so I'm biased, of course, but took a degen. I don't know. The only thing I could really see here is the only thing I could really see here is 30.5 rejecting it, but it could also just give it liquidity on the upside too, and so that's the problem. There's 30.5. I'm not doing anything at these levels. It's too much. I'm watching 30.5 for rejection, but it's still kind of, it's still too much. Yeah, SNDK, SanDisk memory, S&P 500. SanDisk is at $1,700 right now. $1,700 for SanDisk. SanDisk. MU is at 973s right now. Market might want 1,000 for MU. Yeah, we're over that 500 level. So, like I said, I can't. None of these pullbacks are big enough to buy, and I don't want to short these levels, man. Look at the Nasdaq still flying higher here. Wow. Yeah, it's a crazy market, dude. Crazy market. I'm using funded accounts mostly, but I also am invested in the stock market, a bunch of stocks and stuff. Hey, thank you, NM. Appreciate the donation, brother. Not shorting until Nasdaq hits 30.8 thousand this Sunday in preparation for SpaceX liquidity grab is going to be insane next week. Yeah, I mean, I think that's an interesting take for sure. Just keeps rising. Yeah, for sure. It just keeps going up, guys. I don't know what to do with this. Like I said, I'm on 4.5, 5 hours of sleep. I am down on the day, you know. I've lost one eval already because I'm no sleep John right now and I'm not thinking perfectly. But I do know one thing, regardless of how much sleep I get, I'm not gonna short all-time highs. You know. I appreciate the donation though, my friend. Thank you, brother. They give you a demo, they test your skill. If you pass the test, they sim fund you. If you do really good in the sim funded, they give you a live funded account, most of them, but it limits your risk, right? So instead of putting up 2, 3, 4, 5 grand and trying to trade yourself, even after the PDT rule changed next week, you can limit your risk. The base ones usually, like Apex right now, you can get 5 of them for like 175 bucks. And so it's very cheap, but it gives you some risk. So you're learning, you're trading, you can condition yourself to do the right things, and that's why it's useful. Again, you can check out the link pinned to the top of the chat if you want to help support the channel. We appreciate it. You sound like you need to step away from the trading screen. Yeah, I mean, y'all are probably right. I'm going to see what happens at 10 o'clock, though. There is no PDT rule after June 4th. So you can basically, as long as you have a $2,000, they're reducing it. There is a PDT rule, but they're reducing it from 25K to 2K after June 4th is what it is. FTMO is 4x, I believe. They're okay. I'd say it's a little bit more expensive, but, you know, they're okay. Check out Lucid. Lucid is my favorite one, probably. You can find the link to that one in the description. If you use it, you can get 50% off 2 times. Shameless plug. Again, I'm an affiliate of theirs, so I'm biased, but... yeah, here's the Lucid link if you want to check it out. Again, you can get my account that you see me trading on here is a direct-to-funded 150K Lucid account, so I don't have to pass a challenge. I think you can get it for like 420 bucks, but it's 150K in buying power. So it gives you some room. Who cares if you're biased? Well, I'd rather be honest with people instead of acting, you know, like my whole thing is I'd just rather be real with people about it. Of course I get paid by them. I mean, I'm here to make money. Like, I'm not streaming on YouTube. Look, y'all are cool. And I can appreciate you guys. I really do. But of course I'd make money. I'm doing this to make money. I'm not spending my time streaming my trades. You know how much more stressful it is to stream all of your trades live? So yeah, you better believe I'm not going to be here if I'm not making money. No offense. Should be understandable, right? Anybody with reason is going to understand that. For the 5-pack, why would you want 5 instead of 1 or 2? You get them a little bit cheaper in bulk. As well as like Apex accounts are cheap and people kind of copy trade multiple, so they'll trade 5 at a time. You can use like Trade Syncer to do it. Just depends on your style. Here's that 50.5 level. This pullback's not large enough though. I'm not really stressed. Today I'm just tired. I feel slow today is what I feel like. They just recently changed it. Ministry, so they give you... yeah, I went over that earlier, Pew. They give you an option to buy it in bulk now. Yeah, I got my dad coming over here today, man. Like I said, I'm just, and I gotta clean my house a little bit, get their room all cleaned out and stuff. You know, the guest room. I'm just tired. I'm not trying to whine. I'm sorry. I just feel slow. Trying to make sure y'all understand. Today's not the day to copy what I do. I mean, no day is the day to copy me. But let me hit this coffee. Iran's foreign minister Arachi says he had a productive call with Oman's foreign minister, expressed Iran's solidarity with Oman in face of threat. We discussed Hormuz and its future administration in line with our sovereign responsibilities and international law. Nothing really escalating or de-escalating here. Maybe some escalation, you could interpret it as this, but NASDAQ doesn't care. It's up to 530s right now. What's up, Blaze? Hey, thank you, Lee. Longer short, chat. Longer short. There's 10 o'clock. Nothing really happened. Longer short, chat. Gold flying up here too, man. I wanted to buy the dip in gold. I just didn't do it. Maybe if I got enough sleep, I would have taken more advantage of gold. Long, scalp, long, long. No big sellers yet, but they're watching. Flatter hold longs. No shorts, only longs. Bitcoin's at 73,000. It's better than it was earlier. NASDAQ's about to break all-time highs again. S&P is as well. Gold. Look at gold here, man. Long. If I had an eval. Let me see if I have one, bro. I'll play with this. Look at gold, though. Man, look at gold. Let me see what I got here. Maybe I'll scoop up some Apex accounts. ECA Degen. I mean, I'm in my funded account here. I don't think I'm gonna take any crazy amount of risk right now. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna take any crazy amount of risk. I might short this, but if I do short it, it's gonna be one micro. One micro contract short here, guys. Don't judge me. Oh, I'm shorting gold here. I didn't even... I don't like shorting gold as much as like the NASDAQ. NASDAQ short might have worked better, but might have missed the NASDAQ short a little bit here. I'll add to it if it goes more in my favor. I'm not going to add to it right now. It's a baby. I'm just not really feeling big trades. Alright, I'm gonna get out of this. I'm gonna get out of here, guys. I'm just, like I said, I didn't get that much sleep. No, you can trade futures wherever. But look, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Y'all have a great day. Again, if you want to help support the channel, you can use my code BGT at checkout. I appreciate the love. Shout out to all my Gen Xers here. I didn't realize I had so many Gen X in chat. Wait, let me check the poll real quick before we close this thing down. Remember, you can now buy bulk on Apex and get an even larger discount. Coupon code BGT. 35% millennial, 14% Gen Z, 31% Gen X, 20% boomer. That 20% boomer number is kind of high. All right, guys. Y'all have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Go weekend. I'm gonna go try to sleep. When you wake up, NASDAQ will be at 30,000. Maybe it will. I'll see you guys this weekend. Maybe I'll stream Sunday. I might stream Sunday. Later, guys.